Hey guys, Maniac here, and I'm here with some more Maniac reviews. Yes, I am back after my about 2-week hiatus, and today to launch things back up, I am going to be reviewing Safe Haven, another romance. Really, Maniac? Another romance? First Les Mis, now Safe Haven? What are you doing? Who the heck are you? Well, I'm the Couch's apprentice. Obviously, you're just stupid. You're the Couch's apprentice, Well, if you're the Couch's apprentice, why doesn't the Couch just come down and tell me his own words? Why is this Couch, why is your leader, you could say, not manning up and coming down to speak to me himself? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm just, screw you! Screw you! And your review show. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna tell the Couch what you've been saying. Yeah, that's right. Go. I'm gonna start this review. Alright, so Safe Haven. First thing I'm going to start off with this is, one of the main actors in this was from Transformers. I think he was in all three, I don't remember. Yeah, he was in the last one. Yeah, so there's that. And this storyline, is somewhat closer to another kind of romantic movie called Sleeping with the Enemy. Now, I actually have not watched this movie, I will say that right now, but when we were going to go see it, I was with some friends. My phone's going off. My phone's going off! I was with some friends, and one of them said, he was like, well, what's this movie about? He just kind of like, he was walking into this kind of blind, and I told him from what I had read and stuff, and from what I had heard, and basically, the gist of it was the same from what he had seen of this movie called Sleeping with the Enemy, except it's more of a horror twist to it. So, but it's around the same lines, except there's a few things. This is also a movie based off of a book. Again, one of the friends that I was with she was the one who actually had recommended this movie, and she had also read the book, and she said they did change a lot of the story, like a lot of the stuff that happened, but the storyline was the exact same from the book, but they changed almost everything else. So if you're looking to watch this movie because of how much it's based off the book, because you've read the book and you're a fan of the book, she said it was about 50-50, so there you go. Anyways, now I'm going to get into the actual review about the actual movie. So first of all, actors. Actors in this movie were abysmal. They had characters in this were Katie and Alex. And Katie's. I don't think you really ever learn his name, and if you do, then you don't. If anything, he's just a police officer. I'm just gonna call him I'm gonna call him the babbling drunk husband. Is kind of the third character, and then that's really all you gotta be worried about for characters. Alex is one of the guys from Transformers who was in the army and stuff, and he had that wife, and he was like, I'm in Afghanistan, oh no, Transformers. And then the cats were just all up in this meow. And the Katie girl, or Erin was her other name, I guess, but she had gone with an alias Katie after she had ran away from her husband. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. I just like when the police file. Okay, now I'm getting into spoilers. When something happens, and Alex is like, so your real name's Erin? I'm like, wait, her name is Erin? I thought it was actually Katie. I thought, wait, is she using an alias? I was just confused. That really confused me. And there's a lot of parts in this movie that are just like, what? And then, like, at the end, huge plot twist, and I'm not going to even be able to mention it. All I'm going to say to it is, I called it at the beginning of the movie. I told my friends when, you know, this character was introduced. Oh yeah, I might as well mention her, Jo. She's actually very crucial now that I think of it. At the end, she's very crucial. That, again, I cannot mention, because I don't want to spoil it, because this was actually... It was better than Les Mis, and Les Mis on this series has become an inside joke in itself. In a movie as itself. So, it's a 2-hour, like this movie, Safe Haven, 2-hour-long movie. Honestly, compared to other romances, this is probably the best I have seen. Because this had the hint of romance, the hint of comedy romance, and a hint of action horror. Because you have this psycho, abusive husband that's a police officer looking for Katie, I guess you could say, the babbling drunk husband. And he's gone completely insane to the point where he gets fired as being a police officer. Because in his water bottle, instead of actually having water, he has vodka. Nothing wrong with the Russian vodka. But, you know, so it's like, yeah. Anyways, I should get into storyline. I'm kind of done with the characters. I've sidetracked. Storyline is basically, girl runs away from her husband because she's abusive. While settling into this new town, she finds love. Later on, while the husband tries to track her down, etc. Now, there was a point. Now I'm going to go into negatives and positives. I'm going to go into negatives because there were actually less negatives than there were positives. Like, there was more positives, which is a good thing, because positive is always good, especially when it comes to romances. Negatives. There was a couple continuity points where there's, like, for one, I saw the Alex guy had, like, a bracelet on one frame. Next frame, next frame, it was gone. It was like, whoa. And then it was back, and I was like, Sonic Underground! Expendables 2! Almost every bad movie out there, or TV show. So, there was that. And, there was a lot of like 15% of the movie was padding for sure. Like, there's some points in there that you're just like, why did they put this in? This doesn't help with character development. This doesn't help with keeping the story going. This doesn't help with anything. And I know it's based on a book, so obviously books have, like, more descriptive stuff. Trust me, I'm reading a book that's very big right now, and I'm like, some of this doesn't, and they're making it into a movie too, and it's like, this doesn't need to be here for this movie, so, you know, hopefully they'll cut it out, or they'll split the movie up into two since it's such a big book. Anyways, though, the other thing was, at the end of the movie, I'm just gonna say somebody dies, but it's at the cause of somebody else, and when you know, when they get the body and everything, my thought is, where were the police? The police! Why did they not arrest that person? What type of system does this town have where somebody commits murder and does not get arrested? Ooh! And there was, like, another part in the, like, also this Katie girl, like, honestly, I thought she should have, like, from the beginning and stuff, she should have just killed the guy, and you wouldn't even need this movie. It would have been done if she had just killed him while she had the chance. And, like, there's some moves that she went wrong. Anyways, I gotta get into positives because, you know, I'm running out of time and stuff. Positives in the storyline was good. The way that the director mixed in comedy, romance, and action all into one was complete genius. Like, it's not just there's like one part of the movie with action. You have it kind of chunked. You have it split up. So it's not just like, you know, beginning of the movie's action, then it gets kind of into romance and comedy, then it gets back into action, romance and comedy, and it just kind of cycles through every once in a while. I really like that. And I know some people, I can already see, if you've watched my Les Mis review, are going, well, Les Mis had action. No, it wasn't good action. Like, this is action that I like. This is fires, explosions, fun stuff like that. It's drunkenness, alcohol, stuff that I like. You know, this is good quality nuclear device movie. Another positive, acting in this was actually surprisingly good. With the cast that they had, I was scared going into this. I was like, no, not another Les Mis. And I also went into this having low expectations. Expectations went high and above. Like, it was, I highly do recommend this movie, especially if you've read the book, or if you're just a fan of movies. Like, this is a good movie. Now you won't see me saying this about that many romances. So there's an oddity for you guys. There's a phenomenon for you guys to see me saying something like that. This was, it blew me away. Like, I could understand if this went up for Oscar. Like, this is probably the same good quality. I'll put it up there as the same good as not Jurassic Park, not The Grinch. I put it up there with Max Payne 3. Like, Max Payne 3, there were some qualities of it that I didn't like, but it was a really good game. I liked it, and this is the same thing with the movie. There was some qualities that I didn't like in it. There was, you know, there was the few chunks that the director went wrong in, but it ended up doing really well. But with that, I'm going to give it a 4.3 out of 5. Excellent movie, great job. Again, Safe Haven, highly recommend. Go watch it. It's in the theaters right now, or at least it should be. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching the reboot of Maniac Reviews, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, whatever I make. So don't forget to subscribe, favorite, like, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, whatever I make. He's gonna drag on. Peace out.